Hello, Pinkie Pie. How are you doing? Hope you're well today. I really do. So, what's going on today? Anything exciting? Just waiting for Mellie's tarot to come along. So that'll be nice. So, have you had a good day today? Yeah. What's been happening? Anything exciting? Yeah. So while we're waiting, I don't know if you like the singing bowl. So we can start the session off with the singing bowl. Just until Mellie's tarot comes in. So this is a good way. Okay, we'll wait for Mellie. Should we wait for Mellie? And then we can get two readers. Mellie is coming, honestly. She'll be coming in a minute. She'll be coming around the corner when she comes. She'll be coming around. She's definitely coming, so that's okay. So, what we're doing here is the unicorn session. So that'll be good. So let's do a unicorn oracle for everyone while we're waiting. See what's going on. I know you've asked me about CR, but we'll wait for Mellie to come along and get a handle on that as well. Hiya, Queen Famous. How you doing? How's the weekend? Have you been well? We're just waiting for Mellie's tarot to toddle in because we were going to do it together. So we're going to do it together. How have you been anyway? Have you been all right? What's been happening? We'll be waiting for Mellie to come in. Hiya, Ava Z. How are you doing? How are you doing? Are you well? Yeah. So we're just waiting for Mellie's tarot to come along. So that's okay. I'll just take that off for the meantime. So what we're doing here, not good. Oh dear, that's bad, isn't it? Yeah, I'm been on a while. That's all right. That's okay. And sometimes it's good to have a wee break, isn't it? Definitely. So Mellie will be along shortly, and then we can get the questions going. Sorry you haven't been on for a while. Well, not so good. I'll give you an oracle card while we're waiting with the unicorns. Is that okay? But yeah, sometimes we need a break from everything, don't we? We need to recuperate. So here's a little unicorn. You've got a definitely yes. So when you're actually asking questions, things will improve on a positive light. So that's nice, isn't it? So yeah. Hiya, Sabrina Pinas. How are you? Alrighty. You certainly can have a free reading. We're just waiting for Mellie's tarot to come along, and then we can give you the answer doubly for two readers. She is coming. She's just been to work, and we did schedule this for 5 o'clock, but she's just slightly late. She will get here though. Thank you, Ava Z. That's absolutely fine. Hello, Adi. How are you? Nice to meet you. Do subscribe. I'll put that thingy up now. I really need to do that a little bit better. We're just waiting for Mellie. Okay, so that's that one. So does that go along the bottom? Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's that. Yeah, I was like, hello, Chillwaggers. How are you doing? And Anjali Sharma. I don't know where Mellie is. Let's see if she's coming. She said she was, so so hopefully she is. Let's have a look. She said she's on the way. Yeah. I'm just telling her we're waiting. Right, she should be on her way. She's just slightly late. Probably work. Okay, so anyway, so let me give everyone a unicorn. So I'm going to give Chillwaggers now a little unicorn, just while we're waiting for Mellie to come along, and then we can do questions. Okay. It's almost noon. It's all, yeah, that's brilliant. I'm at 5:15 at night. So this is for Chillwaggers. You'll know in the morning. Well, that's good. So this is about going in your intuitive side. So sometimes when we dream at night, our answers do come. So this is why this unicorn is saying you'll know in the morning. So that's kind of good, isn't it? So what's your husband Rehan's current feelings? We will wait for Mellie. She will be on in half a second, hopefully. And then we'll get your questions going. So Ava's not going to be on long. Yeah. Okay. So we are still waiting. So this is my singing bowl. If you like people like singing bowls. So this is very good to tune your energy and your brain waves. It's got a good sound to it, hasn't it? Yeah? No worries about it. It is. It's very soothing, isn't it? Hello, Shurjamana S. Just while we're waiting for Mellie's tarot, yes, we're going to do unicorns. So I'm going to do Ava said a little unicorn while she's just coming along. She, Jemana has subscribed hopefully to Mellie's tarot as well. Thanks, Ava, for being here and doing this. So this is believe in yourself. It's very important, isn't it, to have belief in ourselves. We need that confidence, don't we? That confidence, that drive, and that ability to actually move forward. I have put out, I don't know if you guys know, I've put out a weekly reading on my page for the 11th of January. I would love it if you could go along and have a look at that, guys, if that's okay. So you do, absolutely, just believe in yourself. Do listen to that weekly reading. It's there for you. And there's many little shorts that I do. If you just check on the playlist. So we'll do Jemana. Thank you. So we'll do Jemana's little unicorn. And I'm sure Mellie is going to pop in so we can do your questions very soon. So let's do Jemana. What does the unicorn need to tell her? Yeah, we'll do that soon as Mellie comes in. Soon as Mellie comes in, we'll do about Dr. Khalid, if that's all right. But in the meantime, you've got this unicorn says, love heals fear. So that's very much about the strength card. Sometimes when we meet our fear, it's not as fearsome. It's so it's almost like do something and face your fear and do it anyway kind of thing. Obviously, you're going to have that protection of physicality, and as long as things are safe, but Sometimes we have a fear about starting a new job, maybe standing on stage, maybe starting a new business, starting a new hobby, all those things. So this is about, what is it? Love heals fear. And it does, because love makes everything neutral. And when we live in the moment, that is unconditional love as well. So that allows us to see our fear as not something to be consumed, but having a look at it in its reality and thinking, no, I don't have to be scared of that anymore. So that's really, really good. Thank you, Sabrina Pinas. It's good to see you. You certainly can have a little unicorn card. We are waiting on Mellie's tarot for questions, but Sabrina, you can definitely have a little unicorn. Let's have a look what's going on for you. I've also put out a weekend short, The Vibe for the Weekend. Have you people seen that series? Absolutely fine. Do check out my playlists. There are lots of videos on there now. We're building things up just to give you a little bit of oomph. So let's have a look for the unicorn for Sabrina. It all helps us. Sometimes we need to hear messages at different times. That's why so going back to them is always a good idea too. Water, Sabrina. Wow, that's the life force, isn't it? Water. It not only cleanses, it can purify. We need water because that is the flow of emotions. So sometimes if you're feeling stuck in life, just having an electrolyte of water, putting in some honey and lemon or cinnamon or ginger, all these things is quite good. But clear spring water, nothing nicer. You can also do a meditation of listening to water, maybe a waterfall if you're stuck energy, or a babbling stream is really, really good. But make sure you hydrate with water. Does that make sense? Yeah, which is, I don't know where she is. I have no idea. Hello, Monica Gupta. Make sure you like and subscribe to both Mellie's Tarot and, yes, we've got Ava doing a lovely list. Thank you so much, Ava Zad. You're doing a lovely job. Yeah, it's Queen. I don't think Queen's here. Thank you, Monica. Right, Monica, let me give you a little unicorn while we're waiting for Mellie's Tarot. She's late, but she had to do some work. So as I was saying, I've got a vibe for the weekend. So have a look at that. So we've got practice. So maybe, Monica, there's something that you need practice with. Practice is just a repetition of doing something over and over again. And that makes us not only an expert, but it gives us confidence in doing things. So we need to practice. Sometimes we have to practice some things to override another thing. Say, for instance, we're always jumping in a conversation, interrupting people. We need to practice to step back and listen to the other person sometimes. So practice can not only be for practicing a hobby or something else, it can be something within our personality that we have to practice. So whatever it is that means to you, just practice. Yeah, great. So, what's everyone doing this weekend? Anything exciting? So we've got a nice list there, haven't we? Did we do a unicorn for Addie? I'm not sure if we did. Yeah, donations are $6.50. Wait till Mellie comes in and we'll get that going. Right, let me do, I don't know where she, no, I didn't, I thought not. Right, let's do Addie R, a nice unicorn for Addie R. Right, so laughter. Laughter is the key. Laughing relaxes us and just makes those hormones just come down and really make us very light. And people are always attractive to laughter. So when you're socializing or, you know, just being you, laughing at somebody's jokes or little stories when applicable is really good. But it gives us a sense of fun. It gives us a sense of innocence. So yes, we do have to be responsible in life and carry on in these adult things. But having a bit of a laugh is always good. It lifts the spirit, doesn't it? So where can you laugh today or over the weekend? And maybe put on your favourite comedy or, you know, socialize with someone who you know makes you laugh. So yeah, laughter is always good because we are too serious, especially of late. Hello, Ashley. How are you? Right, we're waiting for Mellie's tarot to come, Ashley. So, so we're just reading some unicorn oracles. So I'll read you one as well at the moment, and see when Mellie's tarot comes. She's got some work to do if she's not here. So let's have a look at Ashley. Jo Beth Thomas, how you doing? Whoa. Let's have a look. All right. Nadia K, how are you? We're just on unicorns for the moment until Mellie comes. So this says, finish what you started. So what is it that you've started perhaps and not quite finished? There's always something that needs finishing, mainly housework. But on a bigger scale, there is something that we subconsciously sometimes go, yeah, I'd love to do that. Or I'd love to finish that reading about astrology or reading about I Ching or numerology or all these things. Or I was actually writing a book and I never finished it. Now's the time over the weekend to kind of rethink, revisit, and maybe finish it. Yeah, so that's quite good, isn't it? Alrighty. So, Jo Beth. Yeah, I'm absolutely fine, thanks. Just waiting on Mellie. So, Jo Beth, I'll do you a unicorn. If you're just listening and you'd like a unicorn oracle, do come in and say hi. Do remember to subscribe to the channel. And when Mellie comes in, you can subscribe to her as well. So let's have a look at Jo Beth's unicorn. Remember to check out my weekly reading starting on the 11th of January, what's going on. And also I do a vibe of the weekend. Just a short 1 minute video. Do check those out. Thanks. So you are gifted, Jo Beth Thomas. That's good to know, isn't it? So what do you tap into that is your favorite gift? Sometimes it's just being there with a friend. You know, because sometimes we do lift friends up when we need them. So your gift is very special and it's reminding you to use your gift wisely, share yourself and share those gifts. Yeah, so that's really nice. This is a very firm unicorn as well. So you can aspire to intuition and even spirituality if you bring that down. Very strong. Yeah, that's lovely. So Nadia, Nadia K. So Nadia, I'm just going to read your unicorn oracle. Yeah, I think they've all, Shivani, how are you? You can be added to the list. We are waiting for Mellie's tarot. Right. So Nadia, let's do yourself what unicorn you need to do for Nadia. Alrighty. So for Nadia today, it's okay to be different. Sometimes we think we have to go with the crowd. or we have to conform to certain rules in society. This isn't always correct. It is okay to be different. Whatever that difference is, it's better to be unique. It's best to be honest with yourself. And in that is the uniqueness of yourself. So, nice. It's good to be different. It certainly is. Yeah, be different. Be original. We don't have to repeat the same words, do we? So Shivani Singh. So let's have a look what Shivani needs to know today. Just while we're waiting on Mellie's tarot. I think some of these people have left, Ava. I'm absolutely fine, and I hope you are too. We had snow here today. So past few days we've had a bit of snow, so it's very cold. Let me just do this unicorn for you. So, right, you too are gifted. It's nice to know that everyone's gifted. So what's your main gift? If you were going to write a CV and they said to yourself, what is your main good positive point that you can share with others? This is your particular gift, whether it be your smile or a skill or something that you really need to know, and that is your gift to yourself and your gift to society. So that's good, isn't it? Yeah, it's all right. Mellie's tarot isn't here yet, so that's really bad, isn't it? Where is she? Oh, I'm gonna have to do all these questions myself. Do you know, I don't know if I should just start doing the questions. Right, I don't know where she is. I know she said she was finishing work, and had to do something, but she should be here, shouldn't she, really? I don't know. She's not online, so maybe she's just sorting things out. So what we'll do is we'll answer your questions, all right, just in case there is an emergency. So, all right, okay. So what we'll do, no worries. What we'll do now is answer questions. So have we still got the list? So what we'll do is do the list. So if you've got a question, you want to pop that down, I'm more than happy to do that, because people can't wait forever, can they? Oh. Right, is Addie here? Right, if you're here, can you just drop a tick or something? Because there's only 5 people in the room and there's more people who used to be here. So I don't think Addie's here. I don't think Jamanli's here. Is Sabrina still here? Ava here? Monica? Addie's here. Brilliant. Okay, absolutely fantastic. So have you got your question, Addie? Yeah? If you've got your question, pop it down and I'll answer it. And then you can stay in the room if you like and ask another question to Mellie. Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? Good. Okay, cool. So, Addie, have you got a question in mind that you want to just drop down? Is the feed quite slow? If you've got a question, if you pop it in the comment box now so we can pick it up. And then we'll do the list. Right, guys, if you've got a question that you would like answered, Do put your question in the comment box. Do I see marriage? Okay, let's have a look, Adiel. They are. And that's PayPal me /purejoytarot. Right, let's have a look at Adi about marriage. So you do have the Knight of Cups coming along. So that's always about new love. So new love is definitely on the horizon. And tamed with the Ace of Pentacles, that gives you the opportunity for that to actually happen. So when we see the Ace of Pentacles, it's almost like an abundance of giving. So this is a good sign. So these two signs are on the cards for you, but they don't say when. But it looks like a relationship can definitely deepen, especially if this particular fella gets his head out of the bowl and notice what's on offer. And that's yourself. So yeah, I think marriage is definitely within your scope in your lifetime. So perhaps really wanting a more solid soulmate connection, definitely. So that looks quite good, actually. But do stay in the room, and when Mellie's tarot comes, you can ask another question. Definitely. Do check out the rest of my videos. I'm doing a twin flame shorts, so you might like to look at that as well. So who's next on the list? Yeah. Alrighty. So, Jemana, are you still here? If not, Sabrina, do you want to pop your question down? And if Ava's here, Monica, Nadia, if you're here, drop your question down. Oh, someone new this year for Ava Z. Let's have a look. Ava Z. Yeah, you can have a love reading, yeah. Right, let's have a look at Ava. Anyone new coming on? Right, this is a little bit difficult. One needs to really pay attention to what that is. It is slightly upside down, so it doesn't really matter. But if it was that way, it is the Ten of Swords, and you're kind of stuck in a situation where you have to see the possibility of maybe just going with the flow of relationships in general. It does say you can work this out for yourself as a Queen of Pentacles to grow steadily with loyalty. So this is a kind of aspect where seeing and understanding is vitally important to yourself. When the Queen of Pentacles is here, they work out where the food can come out, but it's also about birth. So it's learning something completely new. So relationships for you in the past, it's almost like they haven't been fully understood. So maybe just have fun first. Don't look at the end goal of marriage itself. Just have fun and, kind of get to know each other. So marriage is going to be kind of not really the best thing to actually do at the moment. moment, because it does say that's a bit of a trap scenario. The worst thing you could do is just find someone, marry them, and then have huge complications and pain again, moving forward. So just be careful, own who you are. Does that make sense? But we'll keep seeing things, within the year, definitely. Sabrina, you'd like a love reading. Let's see what's going on. Regards love for yourself. Sabrina and love. Thank you, Jeribeth. That's very kind. So, well, you've got the Queen of Cups, which is a great card to have. Shows you're very, very giving. And with the Page of Cups here as well, this does mean to say that it is definitely there. It's not going to happen fast. It's going to be a very slow rolling out. If you can get yourself to those social events, this is really good. With the Queen of Cups here, it does give you the stance to really know what you do want out of love. When the Page of Cups is here, it is new growth, definitely within your heart and expanding into that. But kind of learn to receive love instead of giving and worrying about the other person all the time. Allow them to love you in a bigger way than ever before. So you need somebody who's really mature and knows their heart, not wishy-washy, eh? Oh, hello, Stella. You certainly can, Stella. Do remember to subscribe to Pure Joy Tarot as well as Mellie's Tarot, and we'll get that list going. No worries, you're fine now. You'll be fine. So, who's next? Thank you, Stella. So is Stella next, or who's next on the list? We do have a list. I'm not sure if that everyone's still here. Monica, Jo Beth is next, and then Shivani, and then Nadia. Jo Beth, have you got a question? Is Shivani still here as well? Oh, they're gone. Jo Beth. Hello, Paul Ketz. Samey. Yes, you can have a reading. Absolutely. There is a list. So we've got Jo Beth. Hopefully Jo Beth is going to ask a question. I will be on my own at 8:30 today, later on. I promised it was on my schedule about page. So I'm here. Yeah, there are. So Jo Beth was going to do a question, followed by Monica, I think. And Shivani's here, so that's okay. Latonya Jackson, hiya, how are you doing? Yeah. Well, we are on a wee list here, so that's okay. So, Jo Beth, do you want a question, or? Yeah, Paul Katz, we will do your question, but we were doing it in order. So there was Jo Beth first. Can you tell me about my twin flames? Bad qualities. Bad qualities. There aren't any bad qualities. There are just qualities that need honing. We'll see what's going on. What's his life learning lesson? That's a better way of asking it, Jo Beth. What does he need to learn from? Let's have a look. We're just waiting for Mellie's tarot to come along. I don't know what. I don't think she's gonna know. Right, let's have a look at Jo Beth's. Prepared. It's always good to be prepared. Oh, well, one of his bad traits is he loves his home life. Oh, so this isn't a bad trait, but it can be seen to be. When people are very family orientated, I think that's a good point. But for some other people, especially when you first start dating and the two perhaps concentrating on their family or their career in such a big way that it kind of consumes them. But to be fair, that's quite a good trait. But if we want attention from our partner too much, don't work so much. I want to sit on the couch and hug you all day. Or, you know, oh no, I've got to go back into the office or back into the field. It does look like a bad trait, but in fact it's not. So, yeah. So it could be a workaholic, or it could overly be concerned about his family, which both are very good traits, but can be seen as a bit of a bad one. I think we've discussed this before with the Knight of Swords. They may relay information about the past, a lot of the things. So they may bring up that quite a bit. They may be quite reminiscent about the past as well. So instead of moving things forward, they might hold on to grudges, arguments, things like that. So be careful what argument you're really going to put out there, because it might bring up those kind of things, which is never a good thing, is it? But yeah, it's nothing major, is it? So that's not bad. Hello, Dr. Ed, how are you? Yeah. No, yeah, I know. It can be. Being a workaholic can be definitely a bad trait. Unfortunately, it's a necessity as well. So, you know, but it should be all right. You have to think during. Yeah, don't go. Yeah, absolutely. You know the type of people you go, hang on, you never do, you never make the bed, and I really resent that, you know, and it's like, whoa, they'll keep bringing that up again and again and again and again. And you think, oh, why did I say that? You know, only mention the important things, not the petty things. Yeah, exactly. We should always adopt that think before we speak. But a lot of people out of anger just go blah, and some of the things you can't take back. You really can't. So it is vitally important. You don't want them keep bringing that up all the time, do we? Yeah. So thank you. That's quite interesting. So right. So now we have Shivani, if that's all right. Is Shivani still here? Yeah. P's current thoughts for you. Yeah, P, not a P. Right, what's he thinking today, Shivani? Let's have a look. Yeah, all relationships can be very difficult with communication, but yeah, in the heat of the moment, and yeah. Some people think the silent ones, oh no, he never gets in the mood and but they're thinking it and then boom. It's like that long ticking bomb. A few years timer of a bomb and then boom. So we're all not perfect, are we? So, you know. Oh dear. Right. P and Shivani. Sandra, hi. Good to see you. Hope you're all right. Thank you very much for coming along. We are on a collaboration, but my partner's missing in action. Oh dear. Right. Okay. So P, what they're feeling like? Okay. I think they're feeling quite playful, quite successful. Have a little bit of inspiration this weekend. They're still not sure of how they can communicate, so they might be off playing. Yeah, but they are definitely 100% thinking of you, and it's successful thoughts. It's more very positive than negative, but they still don't know how to communicate what it is. I'm not sure if you were pressurizing him too much last time you saw him. So this page of swords, he's on his guard a little bit. So you know that it's a bit difficult, but it's still positive. Don't worry too much. Is that okay? I know it's difficult. It's difficult. Oh, yeah. Still with his family, no doubt. So, yeah. No pressure. Not with another page of swords. We don't want that. So, Nadia. Is Nadia still here? Yeah, thank you, Jo Beth. This Patreon is very, very special. Because you get priority in all live streams first. So top of the list, guaranteed. Also with Patreon, you get a free weekly read for Patreon only, and an oracle as well. So it's only $3 for that. Well, it's actually $6 for that if you want the free oracles. But the first tier does give you priority reading in the live read. So every time you want a priority, the $3 on Patreon is absolutely spot on. But if you want free weekly reads and oracles plus 2 questions in the live feed, then the $6. Yeah. So you didn't pressurize them. Good. Nadia's not here. All right. Okay. That's okay. All right. Okay. That's good. No pressurizing. Yeah. Subconsciously either. Okay. So I don't think Nadia's here either. I don't think she is. Look who's here. Hello. How are you?
I'm all right. Sorry, I couldn't get in. I don't know what I was doing, but I was doing something wrong.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was that link. Because I don't have Instagram on. Hello, Aqua. Aqua's just turned up as well. Hiya. So Jo Beth and Ava Z have been doing a wonderful job here, doing a nice list for me, which is great. So we lost a few people at the beginning because it was just like, I'm waiting for Mellie, Oh dear. So now we're on. So hi Raka. So basically, if you're still in and you've had your question done, because it is a collaboration, you can have another question. So don't worry, but we're still continuing. We're still continuing with the list, if that's all right. So I think Stella's next. Is that right, Ava? Are you warm enough, Mellie?
I am indeed.
We've got snow here.
You're joking.
No, it looked really good. It was basically all day, and I thought, yay, keep it going. Because in England, there's a little bit of drizzle in that. But yeah,
I want some now.
Yeah, also, yeah, we had some. So Ava and Jo Beth have been absolute stars. So yeah, you two can definitely ask another question, and Mellie and I will answer it. So that's oh yeah, that's right. So here's Thingy's question. Stella, Why does Mick spy on my Instagram page? You should learn that technique of how to still spy on someone, but not let the person know. That's a little trick. That's a little trick. Maybe they should learn that. Eh? Let's have a look at that. In that. Right, still out. Right. Definitely want some kind of peace of mind with that. They're in two directions of where this can actually go. So they may still like you, or they may just not want to understand what is going on. I do think they perhaps do like you, because we've got the Ten of Bowls here. So they still think perhaps there is a good chance to actually be with you. But as I say, they are in two minds about that. That's like the Two of Swords. So they have to express what it is. So if you like them, then that's okay. But I do feel with the Ten of Cups here that they very much perhaps do want to be with you. Let's see what Mellie's picking up there.
So the cards aren't really coming out for me, really.
You're getting better at shuffling, that's why.
Right?
You're getting better at shuffling.
Oh, it's not it. Right, so the first card I got was the Empress. So I'm guessing that this person definitely hold you in high regard, I would say. They're really looking at you as their Empress. They see you as, somebody who is very grounded, very abundant, womanly, that kind of thing. But there's something, you've got this Virgo energy with them, and it's like there's parts that are hidden, parts that they haven't experienced yet. They need some time to go inside themselves and actually see what it actually is they want, because I'm guessing that possibly that there's a part of themselves that they don't know about, if you get what I mean. They need to go inside and actually figure out, what is it they want? Is it you that they want? Is it someone like you that they want? I'm definitely getting that they've got to go. They've got to decide what they want, because I don't think they know at all.
They don't know whether they like her or not.
No, they don't. I'm getting the feeling that they need to, when you take some time out and you sit and you think exactly what it is that you want, and whether what you're actually going for is something that you want or something that you thought you wanted, because it ticked boxes that you thought wanted something.
Yeah, and that's why the two different directions could have been about as well. Yeah. It's almost like, do I want that? Because the Ten of Cups is, I really do want to have that fantastic relationship, but is it the right time for me? Exactly. So maybe I'm just checking you out.
Is it the right time? Is it the right person?
Yeah. So sometimes people do look for clues. So if you never want the public to know what's going on with you, just don't post. You don't have to post, oh, look at me, I was with Jonathan on Saturday, look how great we are. It's chance meeting, and that was the ex. Do you know what I mean? And then your current boyfriend or whatever goes, why did you post that? I'm like, oh, nightmare. So this social media, it's good in one way, but very dangerous in another. But I do get the feeling with 10 of Cups that it is pleasant. It's not nasty, or at least not now. But what do you think so at the moment, Ava? What's going on? You want to be back?
I don't get the feeling that it's, sorry, I've thrown my cards everywhere. I don't get the feeling that it's malicious. I don't get the feeling.
No, I don't. It's very soft and gentle.
Yeah.
But initially, and because it is swords, you know, and it's crossing your heart in the traditional tarot, but cat's teeth are very sharp. So it could turn out to be, if he didn't get what he wanted, because after all, Leos are very proud people. So you don't want to upset a lion doing that. But it's not your fault. If he's spying on you, that's his problem. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you know, don't be concerned about it. The one thing you could do is block him or not pay so much attention on social media. But you know, just have good intentions. It's always good with people to have good intentions and not malicious, isn't it? Because we don't want karma.
Absolutely not.
Hi, Hina. How are you doing?
Hi, Hina.
Thing here. Yeah, this is my new singing bowl. We did this at the beginning, Mellie.
That's pretty.
It is. So this is what we were doing when we were waiting for you.
Very nice.
That's at the end.
Absolutely love singing bowls.
Yeah, they're great. I mean, the crystal ones are so dear, aren't they?
Very.
Yeah, one's better than none. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Now you can have a question. You're on the list, Latonia. Oh yeah. In fact, Latonia goes now because she's Patreon. So Latonia's next because she is a Patreon. So yeah, sorry about that. People have been going in and out of the room, and we didn't know who's here. So when I said, "Oh, if you want a reading, come back," because everyone disappeared and then they all come back. So Latonia's next. So Latonia, if you've got a question, that would be awesome. People in my Patreon get high priority. So Latonia, if you've got your question ready, that would be awesome. Thank you. If you're still here. This is what happens. People go and they come and they go and they get cut. I think the live feed is slow. I don't know if you got a notification from StreamYard that teaming up with somebody else.
Yeah, hop on or something, but I think it's going to be a separate system for different things.
Hello, goddess of love and light. How are you? Do remember to subscribe to both Pure Joy Tarot and wait for it, Mellie's Tarot. So Latonia Jackson, yeah, you're one of my Patreons, my fantastic new Patreon. So you pop your question down, you just jump the queue, and it's free for you. Oh, that rhymed. Woohoo! Oh dear, my goodness gracious. So listen, if Latonia, have you got a question? So by becoming a Patreon, like I said before, you get special benefits of jumping the queue in all my lives. You also, hello Pinkie Pie, yeah, Mellie's back. Right, so Latonia's next, then Stella. This is the list, guys. Please go by the list. So if you're on the list, that's excellent. Pop down your question, please. Will I sell my house on contingency? Oh my goodness, what's contingency? Do you know, I'm just going to ask the question. I don't need to know. Thank you, Latonia. Have you checked out the weekly Patreon reading and the Oracle reading? I hope so. Right, I hope this is going to make sense, simply because I've no idea what contingency is saying, so it might come through my understanding of whatever. However, it does look like you've got the Two of Wands here, so that is a doorway for opportunity. You may have to gather more information about what is going on. But yeah, that's kind of a lucky charm. You've also got the Page of Cups, which will signify it's very young, isn't it? So maybe you won't get as much money as you actually thought. What is this contingent? Do you know what contingency is, Mellie? Because this is young. I'm picking up the doorway is open for the possibility of it if you want that to happen. And with the Page of Cups, it's almost like if you do find more information, you definitely need to know what's involved. And if it's like sort of borrowing money for you, lending money until or a bridge, sometimes we have a bridging gap to sell, then you need to ask for all the information and make it possibility. So asking you shall receive, but the doorway is open for you, if that makes sense. But if you want to explain to British people what contingency is, it might help, because we don't have that. Sorry.
Right, so Latonia, I've got these.
All right, great.
Okay. You know, there is definitely something coming to an end here, and it can be quite painful, quite brutal. Is that the reason for selling the house, potentially? I don't know. I just get the feeling that there has been something quite heavy, painful, tiring, and it's coming to an end for you with this card, okay?
Yeah, Mellie, she's explained it. All it means is sell her house and buy another one.
All right, okay. The King of Wands, you know, I see that as good news. The King of Wands is all about drive, determination, passion, creativity, and that's really going forward. You know, the King's got his massive wand there, and for me, that's a big sign that there is good stuff to come. Absolutely. So much potential. And I think that looking at these cards, you know, I think it will happen. And I think you'll be a lot better for it. For whatever reason you're left is going to be a lot better reason now.
Yeah. So I've asked the question with my lower bodies, and you've got the Ace of Wands. We've got the Ace of Wands, which is a yes card. We always go with the Ace of Wands as a yes. So you will do that. It's like holding your magic wand. There is, well, when we see the Two of Wands as well, and I suppose with Mellie's Ten of Swords, we do get the moon. So like I said before, we need more information. So is it the right agency you're going through? Is it the right seller? Do you have to do something else? It's just putting light on the situation. You need a lot more light to reveal what is going on. Yeah, hopefully that helps. I've not heard of that word. I thought it was a new kind of, I don't know. Like contingency. What is that? Because I do have a brother in America, and what he used to do is he used to buy off the houses that the USA government took off people. So he used to buy it when it fallen in place, and he made a really good living out of that. It all fell through when your markets fell through years ago, but at the time it was relatively quite good. Yeah, I thought it was some highfalutin technique because he explained it to me and my parents. But, yeah. Weird.
So who is next on the list?
Who's next on the list? Let's have a look. This is the list, guys. So Stella's next on the list.
Did we do Stella before we did Tanya?
Sorry?
Did we already do Stella?
I don't know. Did I?
Stella said thank you. I don't know. Was Stella the one who was asking about Mick?
Probably. I've got dementia. I used to work with dementia, and yeah, thanks for the reading. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. So, Pulket, don't let anyone tell you that dementia's not catching. It is.
I can't remember what I did yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the most of us who are psychic. We just don't bother doing it.
Keeps dropping everywhere.
So Pulket here. Pulket's the next dude. Yeah, Ava don't remember either.
Absolutely sure we did Stella because she was
yeah, we did. She said thanks for the reading.
Yeah. So
yeah, no.
Pulket, any question or we'll have to move on.
Right, career reading, and will I meet my soulmate this year? One question per what's it, unless you want to become a Patreon, that would be awesome.
Career. Okay.
Career. Career for pockets. Right, career, very good. You've got the Ace of Cups here, which is looking good. And you've also, once you desire what you want, know what you want, and be open to receiving what you want, you'll be able to take action in actually waiting for that to actually come about. So some things take patience, some things take planning. But first of all, you must know what you want. What are you completely suited at? If you don't know, just turn to the love aspect and really wish and tap into perhaps an intuitive side, because sometimes the Ace of Water is all about divine inspiration as well. So learn to wait, be patient. This is a great card for money coming in, a great card for jobs and career too. So these both aspects are very fortunate aspects for you. Okay, good luck.
So I have cards that I can't pick up. So right, so I'm definitely getting the energy from the King of Cups that you need to be, if not already, very centered, very intuitive. Okay, you need to be patient. The King of Cups is very patient. He's very aware of his surroundings. He knows how to influence people via emotions, advise them via emotions. Okay, which does make him absolutely somebody who's very supportive, somebody who's very wise. So you need to get to this state and definitely be patient, as Pure Joy said, because there is going to be some kind of transformation on the cards. Something is going to be turned topsy-turvy for you, and it's going to bring in a big change, a big shift. And these shifts are always positive, okay? In this case, they're always positive. Death isn't the bad card that everybody thinks it is. It's a massive transformative energy. And you know what? You can harness it and really go run with it. Aquilino.
Right, who's next? Sandra.
Is it Sandra next?
Sandra, she did post a question, but I think here we are. Tell me about my future spouse characteristics. Sandra, that's a very cute photograph of yourself. How cute are you? Right, okay. Right, let's have a look. Sandra. Whoa, devil in disguise. Look at that. Ooh, and the hermit. He's a secretive one, isn't he? So he might be very secretive. He might be very Scorpio. He might be very devilish in the way he works. But nevertheless, he has got some interesting traits. If you like somebody who's a bit of a daredevil, literally a bit of a joker, a prankster even. This is what it probably, hopefully it won't last forever. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more responsible, but you know, this is the lighter side of it. Why not? You know, it's always good to have a good laugh, isn't it? And that was one of the unicorn cards that Mellie missed, to have a good laugh. So yeah. On the downside of that, we won't go into it because I don't want to play on your mind. But on the light side, it's always nice to have, isn't it? A bit of a joke, bit of a laugh. Hopefully he won't be much of a devil in being addicted to things. Hopefully he's addicted to you, but still gives you the freedom. But yeah, I see him being a little bit of a prankster sometimes, but in a nice way, so not bad. Yeah, lots of indoor sex, absolutely. Aquilino has gone hot stuff. Yeah, we can have a look at that. He's going to work very hard at having a lot of sex as well. You can read it any way you like, really. Yeah.
We've got this energy, okay? So with the Queen of Wands, you're looking at, you know, the Queen of Wands is kind of the witch of the tarot, according to some. So the gender really doesn't matter in the tarot. It can be male or female. So you may just find somebody who will put a spell on you. Did you like that? Did you see what I did there? Oh my God.
You get the sex cards. Hold on, yeah, sex cards, girls.
Love it. As I said, you're going to find somebody who quite literally may just put a spell on you and really be there for you, Sandra. I mean, the Queen of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, and are very fiery and very passionate and very determined, very desirable. And I think that you will desire this person a whole lot. The Seven of Swords is here, and with it being upright, I would say that potentially you need to make sure you have honesty and perspective, you know, if when getting into a relationship, don't tell lies or anything like that. Don't you be lying to try and make yourself better than you think you are, because this person just desires you outright. Okay, so don't try and big yourself up. They absolutely want you for exactly what they see.
And from my experience, because I'm an old woman, and Mellie and Mellie might say as well, what we want when we're a teenager, young 20-year-old, older 20-year-old, 30s, and each stage, every 5 to 10 years is different anyway. And hopefully we do mature in some of our aspects. Though I don't, so what am I talking about? You know what I mean? Like, but theoretically, right, girls, I got the sex card. So the question you want to know about what sexual whatever, you know, we can have some fun. It's Friday, isn't it, girls? Come on. So that's as well. That's a little treat because Mellie punished us by waiting for a million hours.
Waiting for the good stuff. That's what it was. You really want it.
Absolutely. Jo Beth wants one for her. Let's do. Have we done all the questions? We'll do the. Actually, Jo Beth's been working very hard for me, for us. So Jo Beth can have her little sex card for her twin flame. Yeah, is that all right? Let's have a go. It's so cold in this office that these cards are frozen. Right. Right, let's have a look. Oh, Jo Beth. Right. So one of the aspects. Ooh, 6 of Pentacles. Whoops. This is a give and take situation, but this is perhaps you waiting for him to come along. So at the moment, do what you have to do until he comes along. Oh dear, I think he's a watcher. Who knows? Let's put that back. Oh, well, enough of that rubbish. We skipped Aqua. Look at that. Oh, no.
How could we possibly skip Aqua?
Oh yeah, here it is. Right, what's coming in Korea? Right.
How are you, Aqua Leo? I hope you're doing good.
Yeah, theoretically, Aqua should be first as well. She's Patreon. Do remind me when you're Patreon, guys. Normally, Aqua's a moderator, and she puts herself in the middle or the end. So when she's in a normal feed, you just, oh yeah, she'll be last. It's so naughty. Oh, right, Aqua. What's coming up in Korea? So if you people don't know, me and Mellie last night did an astrological hour read for each of your star signs for the week starting for the 11th of January. Do check that out, please. That's on Mellie Tarot's site. I've done a weekly reading for a general of people. Do check that out as well. A lot of work for you guys to do. I was just going to say, if I read the sex card, Mellie can use the Moonology card to go with that if she wants. So I can do the sex, she can do the Moonology. So please wait in the room and we'll have some fun. Do you want some fun? All righty. Korea for our Aqua. Korea rise. So what does this say? Queen of Wands, absolutely fantastic, Aquileo. This shows you've got the inspiration, you've got the drive, you've got the determination to go out there and be in charge of what you want. So it is a leader. You could work from home, which I know you have been doing, but being a queen, very yin, is inside. So that's where we got that from. So I know you don't want to be self-employed or anything, but we've always seen you as the Queen of Swords as well. So the Queen of Fire does give that inspiration to actually go forward. Another aspect is judging. Don't judge yourself on what has been before. It's a clean slate. It definitely is. It's that rebirth situation. So all past experiences from work, whether I know a bit of your history, so all that, what you've told me, put that to bed. It doesn't have to influence to who you are, where you are, and where you're going. So it's self-assessing yourself in a more regal manner to put the energy in where it's actually needed. You've also got the Ten of Pentacles. It was reversed, so you're not quite looking at it, and maybe you're still having a look at hard times. But if we put it on its right way, which is this way, it is comfort and a never-ending aspect. So, like I've seen for many months now, you haven't reached your full potential. You really haven't. And you have to strive even harder than ever before to actually do that, thinking outside the box. We've got this Five of Cups. Ignore May on it or not. But we have got this disappointment of situation, and it is for everybody, to be fair. But in this particular pack, it's got the bridge has to be crossed. It has to be crossed over to a new time and place where it's all neutral and totally different. So this is very much, to me, but both these cards of judging yourself in a better light to move forward. Definitely. Okay, so hopefully that helps a little bit. If not, blame me. I blame her for everything, whatever. No, I don't know.
So, Aquileo, we start off with the King of Cups for you, and it's showing this definite emotionally intelligent energy, and somebody who is very wise, and like Purejoy said, that they can be a very good leader. The King of Cups is quite unshakable in terms of there are things that will throw people, like if you had two people and you gave one person bad news and you gave the other person the same news, one person would be absolutely devastated on the floor and, oh my God, and the other person would be, right, okay, I'll take that in. Let's do something about it. Let's change it. And it's that kind of energy that you need to embrace at the moment, because you got the 10 for me as well. But it's the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is very much the family card, the light at the end of the tunnel, words fail me sometimes. The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is what I was trying to think of. Your little leprechaun sat waiting for you, but there's just a little more emotional balance, more stability for you to go through before you actually get there. Okay, like Purejoy said, it's not quite here yet. There is still some things that need to be hashed out with the universe, and I have no doubt that this year will find you career success.
No worries, Sabrina. Yeah, I did say, and we forgot actually. So again, we've got dementia going on. when you channel down information or whatever you want to call it, you forget what's going on for down here. So yes, Sabrina and everyone else, I did say for those who've already had questions by just me, And when Mellie comes in, you can redo your question. Same question if you want, but I'd ask a different one with Mellie here. So yeah, yes, anyone who's already had a question at the top of the hour, last hour, can definitely go again. It's Friday, why not? And donations are much appreciated. And then we can do some sex cards if you like. So, thank you, Joe.
Where are we on the list?
On the list, we're on Ava or Hina. Is Ava here or Hina?
Ava is here. Oh, excuse me.
COVID-19. Right, okay, so. Yeah, well, I get confused all the time anyway. So Ava, has Ava got a question? We're all squeezing around.
Ava, I started off in this community being a moderator, so I know how confusing it can be.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that tonight. Maybe. Yeah, 8:30. I haven't advertised it as, but yeah. Right. I was wondering. You've had 3, Aquileo. I do remember that. No, you've had 3. Don't you pull the wool over my you had 3. You did it last.
Yeah, but she needs a hat trick.
She had a hat trick. She had 3. She won 3, literally. It was hilarious. I'm sure she won 3. You need to win lotto. Do you play lotto? Right, you were wondering what's happening this month. Ava Z. Right, what's happening this month? So we've got, on one hand, we've got the success, but on another hand, the emotional disruption from certain things. So it might not quite last, the feeling of joy and happiness kind of thing. So what tends to happen here is really make a substantial claim, so to speak, on relationships and how you connect. Because it's almost like going to the pub or whatever, or having a bar of chocolate. Oh, this is great. Yeah, this is making me really happy. And then when it's gone, it's like, oh, I still have to deal with my emotional distraughtness. So it's not like a sticking plaster over your deep-seated concerns and situations. So make sure, in a way, that you look what needs to be completely healed, and then you'll be even more successful to attract more positive energy to go forward. Does that make sense?
Excellent. That really ties in with the cards that I've got. The first card.
Woohoo!
Wheel of Fortune. So your luck is going to change, Ava, but the wheel will turn for you. And if it's previously you've been down here, it will turn and you will end up here. Okay. So really put that positive mindset out. Really think about that, and because you're going to have to spend some time in this Leo energy, and this Leo energy of being compassionate with yourself, being kind to yourself, really bringing out that inner strength that you have to make the most of this good fortune. And make the most of yourself. Be very compassionate, very kind and gentle with yourself. But know that you are strong enough to deal with anything. That's what I got.
Nice one. So Hina's next, I think. So you're lost. So it's good, but wouldn't last emotionally. No, what goes on when we have disappointment, sometimes we focus on what we've lost or what we don't have, and it consumes us as human beings. Now, with the Five of Cups, we always know, as readers and perhaps viewers yourself, that the Two of Cups is standing there within your framework. So we must get out of the depression and stop focusing on the negative, to look up in pureness and lightness and move away from the situation. A lot of the times with people who are hanging on to exes or don't think they're good enough in any situation, just focus on that. And they don't see the great. This is why people teach you to be grateful for what we have. When we focus on what we have, even though it's very small, it just brings, it's like that stone in a pond and has ripples, the butterfly effect it's called. So this is kind of teaching you that you are very, very fortunate. Mellie, pull out the Wheel of Fortune, a very, very good card indeed. And the Six of Wands is all about success. So you do have success, but only if you don't focus on the negative. Oh, that's what it means, yeah? And what was the other card you pulled? Mellie? Yeah, you're the only other reader in the room. What was it?
Card, which is all about compassion and being kind to yourself.
King of Cups.
No, it was the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
And the Strength card, which is
the Strength card. Yeah.
With yourself, be gentle, be kind, don't be hard on yourself.
Absolutely. So that is having the courage to move away. Because let's use a scenario or an analogy. If a person is told they're not good enough time and time and time and time again, they will believe that, even if it's not true. That's abuse. So it takes courage and strength to go, hang on a minute, I'm going to move away from that situation and believe something good. So that's all it is. Instead of focus, we all do it as humans. We do have that self-criticism. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm not the perfect size. I'm not the perfect model. I don't have the perfect situation here. I'm obviously not good enough. No, that's not the case. And this is where the strength comes in, to have the courage to believe that we are worthy. Yeah, that's all it is. So the message in a synopsis is pay attention to the good and not the bad.
Right. Don't be hard on yourself either.
And Aquileo says this, which is very, very true.
Well, Aquileo needs to stop blaming the penguins. She knows.
Yeah. Well, the problem about the mindset and the thought process is it believes it. It's, that's why it's vitally important to what we see and what we hear goes in, rattles around and comes out in something lying. So be careful what you're watching, reading, hearing. Just concentrate on unicorns. Be happy. That's all we have to do. Simples. Right, is Hina here or have they gone away? This is the list.
Hina.
Right, who's here? Hina not here. Is Zada here? Right, who's here now, guys? If you're here, please come in and say hi. Or not. Might need a new list.
Please also ensure that you are subscribed to Tomorrow's Tarot, which is me.
Good morning, Rebby 7. How are you? How did the little shopping trip go? I'm having breakfast. Lynn, now you're up early. It's Saturday morning. Are you going to work again? We were only going to do an hour, Rebby, but Mellie was late. Right.
I feel like I'm funeral me.
Right, well, we're waiting for a question. Good grief. I'm going to read Rebby a unicorn because she's my mate. She's my mate, Liz.
Hey, mate. Do you want a card?
Yeah, it's my mate, Liz. Yeah, what even? Porridge.
Coffee got phlegm.
Right, Rebby 7. It's one step at a time, matey mashed potato. Here we go. Rainbows and unicorns. That's what I was saying before. So that's for you. Yeah, she eats porridge every day. She's stuck in a rut. She's a square. She's a square. Right. Has anyone got a question or what? What's happened to this list? Is no one on that list?
House of Cards is asking the question.
Oh yeah, sorry, Mike. House of Cards. I will rent out my house. Will I be satisfied with the end result? Not. You mean where? You mean when the tenants have gone and left a whole mess? Oh yeah. Right. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, unicorns and rainbows. You can't get better than that. Well, what was the message though? Oh yeah, one step at a time. Doing. All right, let's have a look. House of Cards. Absolutely, goddess of love. Right. Ooh. Ignore this card. We won't bother reading it. And you've got the Empress.
I don't know if you've ever done tarot before, Pure Joy, but that's not really what we do here.
Really? Am I not the boss? Can I not read that? Should I make? I'll tell you what.
You read the card. You don't ignore it.
They won't know. I'll make it up. They won't know. They won't know. On a serious note, do make sure all the fixtures are tied to the floor. Oh no. So basically, what can I tell you with this? So think very clearly what your result is. Are you putting your house in an agency, which is probably a good idea because it protects you and it protects the tenants. When you put your house in an agency, they look after it. They do all the renting. They do all the kind of things. You do have to pay a fee each month, but at least it protects you because sometimes I know in my country, tenants seem to have a lot of leeway and leave landlords really out of pocket big time. So, yeah, Seven of Swords is not the best card to have for this. But when you have the Empress as well, is if you have the patience and understanding of what it is that you're actually achieving, then that's good. It just depends what sort of tenants you want. Or you want students, then you don't put all those fancy fittings and things like that. I would actually do a lot of more information because this is about patience. It will pay off in the long run, not in the short time. So if you wanted a short-term thing, probably not. But long term, it's a good idea. perhaps, but you've got to think really, really long and hard. Yeah, I mean, for instance, you know, your house, how it is now. If you were to think about, should I make it in 2 or 3 flats? Or should I just alter it to have like more people in a shared house? You probably haven't thought of that. And that's probably one of the good ideas to actually have. So if you haven't, you might be able to get more money for it. You see, what you have to do is now, if you're renting out this house, you have to totally dissociate your emotions from it. Oh, my house, my house. No. If you're putting it in to get money from tenants, then get professional help kind of thing about what is the best way of doing this. Should I make it into little flats? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so let's see what Mellie says. Hello, Michelle. Hi, Hannah.
So the first card you got was the Hermit. All right. So there is an element of soul searching that needs to be done in order for this to be fruitful. Okay, but like Pure Joy was saying, that houses do have an awful lot of emotions attached to them, and maybe it's time that you had a look into those emotions and made sure that you are renting this house out for the right reason as opposed to selling it. All right. You have an emotional compass inside of you, everybody does, and I think that's something that you're going to have to explore. Like I said, why are you renting it out? If it's for financial gain and to help other people and do it through an agency, absolutely fine. You're doing it for the right reason as well. But having said that, you got the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So it is a good time to do it. It's going to be successful for you. But first of all, I think you have to look at inside first and sort of detach yourself from that house potentially, so it can be successfully rented out and both parties are happy. All right? Don't be too emotional.
Yeah, I mean, if you've done it before, you probably know. But yeah, you probably know them. Right, Hina, you did miss your turn, but it depends on Ava in the list. So it depends on what Ava says. I always give my moderators more oomph, but I do have the final say. Where is the list? Where's the list?
It's there, but Goddess came in straight after House of Cards as well. So I know
Right.
Goddess came.
Is it Goddess's turn? Where's the list gone? Oh, they've been chatting so much. Where's the list? Oh, yeah.
We've had a different list since then.
How are we doing?
We've got a different list since then.
Satay. Is Satay here? Satay?
Right, the list we've got from a couple of minutes ago, it's Goddess, who's here, House of Cards, who we've just done. So, like I said,
the list. Yeah, I've got it now.
There you go. So, Goddess, your question is, may you please know what the purpose of the soul connection is between you and Jackson?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, got it?
Yeah. Goddess of love and light. Right, let's have a look. Wow, okay. This is a very magical purpose between the two of you. Simply because we have the Magician on one hand and we've got the Queen of Wands. So the aspiration of inspiring one another is really quite inspiring. When we got the Magician and you're reaching up to the heavens in this particular card, It's really good because the magician always brings down what happens above, happens below. And the Queen of Wands is very intuitive, very psychic person. So together you can not only move mountains, but really influence not only yourselves, but other people around you if you listen to a higher intuition and if you make that kind of very positive magic. So it's almost like the temperance and the magician working together to kind of move things within things. So it's not changing yourselves on a negative aspect, it's changing those things, get that in a more just inspiring way, really. So I think your purpose is to not only inspire each other, but also create. Can you write a book together? Can you make something which is just wonderful to inspire other people as well? Because these two cards together are just, in my mind, magical. Yeah, definitely. It's a good connection though, or it should be. And if it's not, then you know you're moving away from that kind of goal, which is fine. You'll meet next time.
Right, so Goddess, one first of all, the Page of Pentacles, and this is what Joy was saying. There is an element of magic around, and in the Page of Pentacles, it's more earth magic, or things that are around us. Magic related to being on the earth plane. It's talking an awful lot about manifestation, okay? And it's bringing in with it a lot of new opportunities. So the opportunity with Jackson, you know, you could learn an awful lot from them. You could learn emotionally from them, abundantly from them, skills from them. You could be teaching each other. You know, you could be teaching them things. It's definitely a time for exploring, okay, between the two of you. And that's very much what I felt. And I felt this was very much Jackson's energy, because on the other side, I have the Queen of Cups, all right? And the Queen of Cups is somebody who feels very deeply and connects very deeply. And it's really bonding the feeling that was coming from the Page of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups. It's like the Queen of Cups opens her heart, okay? And when she does so, it is so beautiful and so in depth and so deep that it's a wonderful connection. And you know, I like it. I think that's a good one. I think that's a good match. But that's my opinion. And the card.
Yeah, absolutely. So I got such a dream last night about meeting my ex-boss, or Ross, who's thousands of miles away from me. Will we ever meet again? I found out today that he was really passing through my country yesterday. What is the question? Will we meet ever again is a question. All right, okay. So, so it's come as the 10 of Wands here, and also, okay, thank you, Jo Beth Thomas. Thank you so much for being here and doing what you did, Jo Beth. That's absolutely fantastic, much appreciated, and a lot of love to you. And it also has the Queen of Cups here as well. So I'm getting the impression you probably won't see your ex physically in this lifetime, because it's like the Queen of Cups is just sinking. They're kind of saying this is too difficult to actually do so. But you know, who's to know? You know, no one's kind of not done anything from the Ten of Wands, to be fair. It is a lot of hard work, and to be able to make it happen, it's reversed. So maybe Ross isn't really thinking about you so much as you actually want him to. That's it. That's the energy today. I'm really sorry about that. Let's see what Mellie's got.
So I also get the feeling that it's not going to happen just because. Right. So with this card, what I'm seeing is that, you know, you're looking here, all right, over here, when you should be looking over here. While you're looking at missed opportunities, new opportunities are being missed by you, and potentially opportunities that are a lot better for you, because Spirit is divinely guiding these messages for you, giving you, trying to give you this cup. You're just not looking at it because you're laser focused on what's in front of you. You need to get some balance, and I think that's what you need first before you can welcome in anything, because if you can see in the background, the ships are all up and down and up and down. It's stormy seas. They're not having a really good time of it because things aren't balanced. The sea is not calm, okay? Your emotions aren't in balance. So that is what you have to do first. You have to get yourself in balance so that you can welcome in what is here for you. That's what I got.
Excellent. Excellent, girly. Right, we're on Sunny. If Sunny's here, please. Oh yeah, you need to add SS, if that's all right. Aquilea can overtake the list if she'd be so kind. Wow, you're still here, bro. You're always you're such a trooper, always being in the room. According to my natal chart, are you doing Vedic astrology, or are you doing the Western astrology? And are you talking about your 10th house here, or what? Sunny, can you tell me what house you're talking about, or are you talking about the Vedic one? What you're on about? Or have you just been told? Can you type the answers in that post? Okay, can you take over the list, please, and add SS? Thanks. Thank you, Sarkar. According, so it's a transit. It's changing, right? Okay. You've just been told, right? Forget that question, Melanie. Just ask about what she needs to know regarding a soulmate versus career. All right. If it's somebody else, then don't go by that. Right, very interesting. I always doubt other readers, and until you know, the answer just goes, look, here we are, ha ha ha. So you definitely got a soulmate. So ha ha, Bev, definitely there. But it shows here that you might not completely look at that opportunity so much. So it's, will they share themselves? And I can see where you get the career aspect from. The Four of Pentacles is all about that career, but they're not quite, they might be shy about it, but yeah, there is that huge possibility that they're going to be in there. Is it musical? Not too sure at the moment. It's not kind of demonstrating. But yeah, it very well could be surrounding work. Let's look at this, licking water out of a bowl. That does make sound. A singing bowl. So but the Four of Pentacles is a kind of an aspect where they keep themselves to themselves. But yeah, just go with the flow with that one. I think the friendship can blossom quite substantially. So yeah, it is a transfer. I suppose because of this card, it's going to be later in life. So don't worry about it too much. What are you picking up, Mellie?
So I got cups again, which, you know, emotions.
Oh,
So,
well, yeah, happening. Yeah.
We've got the Knight of Cups, all right? And the Knight of Cups is that knight in shining armor, not moving, but he's a knight in shining armor. It could potentially be somebody who sweeps you off your feet so fast you actually doubt it, all right? You think that perhaps they are just, you know, when you see those satires and they've got the prince, the foppy prince, who is in love with the idea of being in love and doesn't actually know what love is. And you might get that feeling from them, but I'm guessing that there's an awful lot of emotion with that as well, with the water in the background. So, you know, with this Knight of Cups, if it is love and if that's what you want, you know, there's an awful lot about I don't know why, right? I've got a song in my head, and I don't know what it's called, but it's a disco one, and it's the one that says,
YMCA.
It's not the Village People. In regards to this person, what I get for you is the song that goes, do a little dance,
Yeah.
get down tonight. That is exactly what I'm getting.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I say, you know, there's a lot of he might actually inspire you in ways that you didn't know, you know, into arts, into music, and you were talking about music. Maybe you inspire them in ways. There is love there. I think you have to be on. You will bring out things in each other that are beneath the surface, is what I'm getting. Deeper levels, deeper meanings of each other. And the bottom of the deck was the sun, by the way, so you know.
Excellent. So we've got a little bit of a situation going on. Ava's gone, or going. Jo Beth's gone, and Aqua Leo's moaning she's hungry, even though she's had all day to eat. Oh, dear. So yeah, we can do as much as we can, but if we miss you off, don't tell us off. We are trying to do as much as we can. So we've done Goddess House cards, Sarte, Sane. So we need to do Monica, Sabrina, Hina, Esses, and Misha, if you're still here. And what we're going to do now is we are going to finish at 9:30. We're going to be on for 20 minutes more, and that's it. So if you definitely want your question done, then donation is much appreciated.
And staying in the room, that helps.
Yeah, it certainly does. Sabrina. Yep.
Please subscribe to me. I'm going to have stuff going on my channel, and I do. So, you know, please.
And me and Mellie do check out the astrological reading for the week. Tarot Scouts. But me and Mellie did last night. It is on her channel. Right. So Monica says, how does Michelle feel about me after everything? Okay, Monica, let's have a look. So you just want to know what they feel about that. That's fair enough. We'll find what he feels about you currently. All right, what's he feeling today? Thank you very much, Kyla Spree. We'll do you in a minute. Well, not a minute. We'll do it. So Nishay feels with the Four of Cups here, he doesn't want to be bothered at all. The Ace of Pentacles does give the opportunity to be bothered. So, say for instance, you were to extend the hand of friendship. Hi, how are you doing, Nishay? It'll be really good to get together. No, not interested at all. He'd rather back off. So the opportunity for you to do that is definitely there, but he's just not interested at the moment. That's how he feels. The Four of Cups is always about, I'm not interested in what's on offer. And this is it's quite interesting, because when you get the traditional Four of Cups, the hand is offering exactly like this. So you're offering perhaps something, but they're not interested. So the energy is not a very good energy for you two to be back together at this moment in time. I don't know what Mellie's picking up though.
So first card I got was the Hermit, okay, and I was very specifically asking, what do you need to know about what he is feeling at the moment? I think there's an awful lot of spending time on their own. There are things that they need to work out. They are very closed off. They aren't particularly thinking about getting back together with you, as I say. They really need their time, their space, and that is exactly what they're focusing on. I also got this card as well, which is the Eight of Pentacles, which also shows that they're actually, really working hard on themselves, really throwing themselves into perhaps a job. They just need to be left at peace, because the overall thing is with that, there's a star in the lantern, and that is showing that they're trying to find their way to somewhere. All right, they need to be left, and that's what I got.
Right, Mellie, we're doing this person general. Use about 6 to 7 cards, please, if that's all right with yourself. Oh, look at that. It came out as 7. Oh, well, we'll have a look in a minute. He's funny. He's a funny dude, Mellie. You'll get used to it. Yeah, her laptop's always going kaput. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 cards for you, and so first of all, I'm using the Sex Tarot because I know you got a sense of humour. Well, I hope you have. Hello, Mustafa. So the first card on your general reading is the 7 of Pentacles. So what this generally means is, let's get that off so you can see. Have patience with your sausages. Mellie's gonna laugh. Oh, I only do this to get her reaction. She laughs her head off. So yeah, so she's looking at it. I was like, what's going on there? Yeah, they do have sausages. It is like sausages. I'm saying it's sausages. So with the 7 of Pentacles here, they're having this nice meal, and it's almost like if you were to actually eat everything on these plates, and it's like being tempted by all this string. You can see each sausage, which is like a pentacle, is the opportunity for growth. So we need patience to feed our passion, to feed what we want. So it's almost like in the planning, in the nurturing, in the knowing how to consume something, but also not to let that consume us. So the Seven of Pentacles is a very good card to lay the foundation of what is coming before, right? Destiny, how are you doing? And you like this one too. We've got the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is a very strong person and leading by example. And you are going to attract some very cute little damsels in distress here. So it's got little shiners. So it's all about showing who you are to a kind of not someone below you or anything, but it's almost like bringing them up to your standard. So the King of Pentacles knows who they are, but sexually show your power in anything that you do. It's general. So Mellie's looking at it, goes, what's she seeing that I'm not seeing? So it's almost she's really saying oh, they're a lot of fun, aren't they? So because the King of Pentacles is one of those luxurious cards, it's being grounded, it's being really honored in its ruling through richness. This is always you, and people are going to be drawn to you. They're going to be you're going to be like that magnet. So be the magnet and draw those people towards you. You can also see he's wearing a red cape. So that means a lot of passion, a lot of starting things off again. So for you, it is that circle. So what you start up here, you need to continue right through. So perhaps what you started in the past, you need to keep going. Be firm, be loyal, be sturdy of how you are achieving those things. So the third card we've got is the Nine of Chalices. Oh, so good. So we have the Nine of Chalices, which is all your dreams and wishes could come true if you really set about doing that. So this is going to be an aspect where seeing your achievements of what you've done, the groundwork that you have done, and the dreams and wishes that you've achieved, or laying base, especially with the Seven of Pentacles at the beginning. This is being patience with what you do grow. This is about nurturing it and realizing that it is possible, because obviously you're the King of Pentacles. So that's really, really good. And along with this brings a sense of happiness and heat. Heat and the sun is the creation. When you put the heat over that, it creates the steam, and that will go up to the ether as a good like messages. So more communications is definitely needed. But the sun here will bring happiness and hope and glorification. So it's almost like how you are as a person with the King of Pentacles. If you put light and passion and fulfillment and a very kind of just be the boss is one of those aspects, because this is the creator, this is the yangness that has to go with that. If you look at the King of Pentacles, it is a circle, it is a roundness, and the sun is, it's not completely round, but it looks round. So that's that heat onto the situation. You've also got here the Three of Wands. So, you know, what you have been waiting for here in the past was definitely coming through. So when you are waiting in the Seven of Pentacles scenario, this is going to come in big time. So in love, if you wanted to kind of wait for that opportunity to come, one has to be very kind of proactive as a sun, as a king, where the sun is like the god. So you need to be really like the emperor, the godness. And this is all about romance. It's a lot like seeing the damsel in secret almost. So that's quite good as well. So where are we now? So moving on, we have the Four of Cups, which is very interesting indeed, because it's a bit of a mystery, this one, literally. With the Four of Cups here, you've got this discussion about where they've hidden the objects. So something might be actually hidden from you on an emotional level. Something might be there within your grasp. So if you're overworked, as in the King of Pentacles, and you've got too much going on, you may not miss the small area that you need to pay attention to. So one of those things is revisiting your achievements of last year, seeing whether they are valuable in what actually you have achieved, because something you're missing, that one aspect within the Four of Cups to make the 10 of Cups. So the 9 and the 1 equals the 10, obviously, which is the I am. So looking at the self-love again is very, very important, and not getting despondent when things aren't completely working out in that area. And this will bring you the end of the general aspect of the Fool, which is the trusting the aspect of the situation. So when you trust in yourself, but also what kind of aspects do come in, they make a good marriage. It's like trust in the divine source, trust in who you are. You do have the power of creativity. You always have. You are that King of Pentacles. And just moving into the heat of the situation to bring not only passion, inspiration, but on an innocence of learning from the past before. And that's what we saw with the patience of the Seven of Pentacles, and also the achievements on the emotional level there, but also allowing the opportunities to come in as the Three of Wands. That is always what you wish for, does come in quite significantly. So remembering you are the King of Pentacles, and just noticing that one aspect that will make you completely happy in the 10 of Cups. And just to round things off, I will give you a nice oracle unicorn of this situation. So you can always rewind this video whenever you like. Thank you, Mustafa, for doing the list and the donations, etc. So, whoa, shall we read you that one? So, just be yourself. And you can see this unicorn is particularly like the traditional sun card, where you get the child riding on that pure white horse into the sunset. So for yourself, just remain yourself. You're a lovely person, and it puts a smile on my face when you're here, because you do have a sense of humor. So that's brilliant. But know who you are is very special. Always believe in yourself. But see the difference between people that don't kind of confuse the barrier between friends and work colleagues. There does have to be a boundary, which basically means don't let other people pull you down. You are the boss, kind of thing, and yeah, you rule. Does that make sense? Thank you for the donation, and let's hear what our Mellie has to say.
Okay, so the first card you got was the 9 of Swords in reverse. So now is the time where potentially there is a lot of some healing to do from previous hurt, and that goes along with our Libra card, which is justice, karma, things to do with legal matters. There's definitely something that has to be shifted here. Potentially something that did cause anxiety, did cause stress, but now is the time to actually be able to get rid of it, all right, and do it in a healthy way. That's something that you definitely need to do. Along with that, I drew you a Moonology card. Oh, can't find the camera in this thing. So this is the new moon, which we have on the 13th, I believe. New moon on the 13th. A new start is coming. And it came out with these two. So you definitely need to get some perspective on situations that have been haunting you, perhaps. Situations that have been bugging you. Situations that have hurt you in the past. It's time to heal now, to be able to move forward and be the most strong, determined, single-minded person that you can actually be. So I had a look as well for a little bit into what's coming up as well. You have definitely have an awful lot of love to give with the King of Cups. You're coming across as the King of Cups, being patient. His cup is full because he reigns in his emotions. It's like the saying that comes into my head with this one is still waters run deep, right? So there is an awful lot of depth to you, as you can see by the water and the leaping fish in the background. All right. And I think that where emotions are concerned, for the most part, you can absolutely calm any rough waters. You can sail the rough seas. But eventually that gets to everybody, and this is what they're talking about, the release with the Nine of Swords. It's time for you to calm your waters, to calm your inner waters. And this reader is going to make me need the toilet because all is water, just water. I think that potentially you could be somebody who is sensitive, whether that's sensitive in mind, body, or spirit. All right. And then for the future, we've got the Devil card in reverse. Okay. The Devil card, I would say, is worse than the Death card, because the Death card is brilliant. It's about renewal. Whereas the Devil is very about desires, passions, lust, all the 7 deadly sins that feel so good, but are oh so wrong. But you've got him in the reverse, so it very well might be that you're finally breaking a habit. It might be that you're breaking a karmic habit with the Justice here. Yeah, breaking karmic habits. While you are healing as well, it's quite possible that you will look at parts of yourself that you don't actually like, right? What we call the shadow self. And it's things that you see in other people that annoy you, potentially, that make you so mad, that make you think, what an absolute idiot you are. And they give you these negative feelings about people. And it very well might be that you are those things as well. And it's about learning what to live with, what to let go of, what to accept. And it's hard work, absolutely hard work. But don't get trapped in a situation where you actually believe the stories that you think about yourself, especially when you're healing. I'm such a bad person because of this. And no, it's about releasing negativity, not keeping it in. Nobody is inherently a bad person at all. You have the chance here.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. Could you please repeat what you
said? Is that Google?
These phones listen to you.
I know. Yeah, I'm going to mute mine as well, just in case. That's happened to me before.
Anyway, you have a chance to be rid of karmic influence, okay, karmic bonds. And the last card you've got is the 8 of Wands. And who doesn't want that? It's about movement and about moving forward. It's about momentum. And you know what? I think we all need a bit of that sometimes, a bit of a push. Oh, it's nearly 1/2 past.
Yeah, we've got 5 minutes to go, really. Right. So, have we done Monaco? So is that it? Which card did you mean by that? That picture is powerful. I always see that. Is it the moon card? Which one did you mean, Colour Spree? I'll be interesting to know which one. Anyway, do make a comment. So is here are we still doing Sabrina? Sabrina, have you had your question yet? Has Sabrina had hers, Mellie?
I can't remember.
Sabrina, if you're still here, if you want to have a question, that's... Oh, yeah, here we go. I'm going through the darkness of the soul. I'm almost out of it. 11 days. My question is, how will it be after the darkness of the soul?
The dark night of the soul? Gosh, that could go.
Right, okay. Hello, Sheenas. How are you?
Did you hear me then?
Kind of. Never. I think there's going to be an F word in there. Yes, I like that. Hilarious.com.
I was singing that to my oracle cards.
Oh.
Right, where's my ladies
Yeah,
at?
okay, so we've got the 10 of Cups. So you may feel emotionally drained through the whole thing. And you've got the High Priestess. So you must pay attention to what is going on there. With that going through what you believe you're going through, which is absolutely fine. But sometimes we do need to have a look at things as they are and always use a higher sense of understanding, your intuition. Always protect yourself when you're going through difficult times. If you feel like you're getting a psychic attack or anything like that, there are certain ways of protecting yourself. And I'm sure if you're feeling like your soul's going through a particular phase at the moment, that's absolutely fine. But don't get hung up on words and what people kind of tell you. Just intuitively go on the positive side of life and not what people are kind of telling you on a negative spiel. Be responsible for who you are and pay attention to your intuitive side more than what people or books or whatever is telling you, because you are responsible for you, not anyone else. Does that make sense? Thank you for the question. Oh, the unicorn card. Oh, got you, mate. Just be yourself. Yeah, there you go. That's for Kyler Spree. He likes that card. I'm just showing it to you. So while Mellie's shuffling, I'll do a unicorn card for Sabrina as well.
Right, so Sabrina, I did something slightly different for you. I didn't do tarot, I did oracles of shadows and light, okay? And it's all about exactly what you're going through. Darkness, dark night of the soul. All right. So
for Sabrina.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay, Sabrina. So while Mellie's talking to you, just visualize that if you want.
So I got for you prosperity lies ahead from the Moonology card, new moon in Taurus. And Taurus is April to May time. It's April/May, if that makes any difference. But from the Shadow of the Light Oracle, you got the Fairy of the Highlands saying it's time to be brave. How beautiful is that card? She's there in a little... The cameras don't do it justice because they're shining. That's better. She's wearing a tartan outfit. She's looking, still so woeful. But she needs to know that it's time to be brave. You were still in it, but you're in it to win it and to get out of it. There is definite prosperity ahead.
So we have a list here. I'm not sure. I'll ask my partner whether we're going to continue with this or you can make a donation. or not. I think we should definitely do Destiny and Mustafa because they are generally moderators. What do you think? Can we do those two and then see what's going on? Or how do you feel?
I'm only thinking because my tea's gone in, you see.
Yeah, okay. Well, Mustafa and Destiny, hello, Rita Carr. Please subscribe to both me and Pure Joy. I mean, me and Molly. Right, Mustafa and Destiny, if you're here, do put your question down very, very quickly because we have been on for a long time. So sorry about that. On my channel, I am going to just have a look when I'm live.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Sex cards. May I have sex with Keegan, and what is his sexual position he likes to do? Right, let's have a look at that, Destiny. Is that the wrong question? Right, I already like that anyway. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I know it's not going to feel SS. I really apologize about the list. We are offering donations for high priority or becoming a Patreon for high priority readings. We can only be here for a short amount of time. Destiny is one of my moderators, and so is Mustafa. Thank you very much. Right, let's have a look at sex with Keegan. So, right, Keegan. Sex with Keegan. Exactly. This is what's going on. Right, okay. Oh, right. Queen of Pentacles. Oh. And the King of Swords. Oh. Right, so let's have a look. At the moment, good old Keegan, it wants to be kind of subservient to you in a certain retrospect kind of thing. So he'd rather... if you were saying, oh, sometimes people play games in the bedroom and they are subservient, and this is what he's kind of doing. So he'd rather lay at your feet and be your slave, your love slave. So that's one of his little fantasies. However, if you see with the King of Swords here, I think this is the King of Swords' wife. Ooh, and he's got this pretty little mistress. Ooh, evil. So he's got these tendencies to perhaps think about being a little bit disloyal. Yeah, I know. Oh, well, I'm just shocked at Keegan. So yeah, he's got that tendency to just be naughty. Fantasize about younger people being at his feet, because I think this is how he could be, how he dreams of doing, because you're quite strong. He thinks you're very strong as a person. So in order to balance that out, he wants to kind of just be subservient and do as you say in the bedroom, just to kind of balance things out. But I think this is part of his personality too, and kind of be very sharp at his wife, saying, "No, I didn't do it. That's not me at all." So yeah, so that's what's going on at the moment. But yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? So he does want to be there anyway. Mellie, what have you brought out?
Nothing.
What?
Well, nothing. Do you want
Nothing
to
what?
tarot?
Oh yeah.
Pull out my thumb.
Right, we're doing this stuff then, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. My question is, how will my dad and mum's side of the family feel if I grow a long beard and also become extremely muscular? I'm bodybuilding now. And is that a prank, Mustafa? Are you doing the prank? Mustafa is a prankster and a long beard. How will they feel? Right, let's have a look.
Have you asked them?
Sorry?
Have you asked them how they'll feel?
He's just being his normal self.
Oh, yeah.
Oh dear. I don't think they're particularly going to like it. They're going to think it's absolutely strange, even if it might be culturally all right. Going to totally look, judging. They're going to judge you. Oh, what's going on with him? Oh. You love to annoy your parents and family. I know you too well. Yeah, I knew it was part of a prank. You can't pull no wool over my eyes. Oh, he's funny. Funny.com. Mellie's turn.
I'm guessing that they're not going to be too impressed. Maybe a little like, ooh.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't go. Hey, Karen.
There's not going to be any celebration here.
Yeah, they'll worry. They'll probably worry. I don't know why you're so cruel to your family, Mustafa, but there you go. He's always cruel. So, right, my voice is going. I don't know about yours.
And I need a rest, and I need to do some.
Yeah.
Have my tea. I'm not having tea yet, and here in England it's 20 to 8 in the evening.
Yeah, guys, we were only supposed to do. Mellie was supposed to come here at 5 an hour. We were going to do an hour, but we've turned it into 2 hours and 33 minutes. So this is bad, isn't it? So yes, I know you do, Mustafa. Yeah, we got your picture. So sorry about that. Do check. I was going to go on at 8:30 myself, but because I've been here for a long time, I'll probably give that a miss as well. Mellie's probably on tomorrow night with Kate's guidance tarot, no doubt.
Yes, I am at 9.
Yeah. And yeah, we know that, Mustafa. We should film it so we could have a look.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
Exactly. You know, why not you make money out of it?
YouTube.
But he pushes the boundaries too far, though, this bloke. So thanks, guys, for coming along. Thank you, Mellie, for turning up.
Not a
And
problem.
lots of love to you all. And sorry if you didn't get your question. Do apologise, but yeah. Priority.
We can only do so much for free because this is our time that we're putting into it. You know, we love doing it, but it takes up an awful lot of energy as well.
It does. And also, if you become Patreon, or you become one of my moderators who does work, I did have to sack a moderator who wasn't doing anything. But I do know the moderators, and they do get priority because they work really hard. And if you've been a moderator, it's hard work. And so basically, yeah. But other than that, it's like, yeah, it's either mostly random or a list, or so. Put your notifications on, guys, to actually understand when we are next on, if we are next on, if we honour that. Sometimes it's not possible. So thanks, guys, for coming along. Lots of love to you. Have a good weekend. Do check out Vibes of the Weekend on my playlist and our weekly reads as well. Lots of love to you. See you again soon. Okay? Adios. Au revoir. Bye. Bye, you nice people. Thank you. Love you. Bye.